Hey there all you handsome bastards and classy ladies. Now unfortunately, it seems that I'm being plagued by that error message with the Gwent games. Hopefully CD Projekt Red will get that patched and sorted out soon, but essentially I can't actually play the game of Gwent to the end because whenever I pass, my game crashes. I looked into it though, and apparently it is an actual thing with the game rather than just my system, because other players have also reported it as well. So do sit back, relax, throw your feet up and enjoy. I'm going to be talking to this guy here, Gunter O'Dim.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Spirits for my spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
That was oddly specific.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Okay, so he's got one of those, not photographic memories, but you know, like a mind palace kind of a thing is what I like to think this guy has.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Just for a bit of a background story on that. So, in Blaviken, right, it's one of the short stories in the collection called The Last Wish. Essentially what happened was, Geralt went to a town, he met a sorcerer. I think he was actually former friends with that sorcerer. But there were these mercenaries out in the town who were trying to lure him out to kill him. They had some sort of an altercation themselves. I can't remember off the top of my head. But essentially what the mercenaries planned to do in Blaviken was to go to a courtyard, to like a merchant square, and they were just going to start butchering innocent civilians to flush the sorcerer out, so then they could kill him themselves. Geralt got wind of this. He went to the town square himself. He found the mercenaries, but he attacked them and cut them all down. But it looked like he was the aggressor, and that he was the one who started the fight. So then he became known as the Butcher of Blaviken, even though he actually protected all of the civilians from certain harm. So yeah, that's the Butcher of Blaviken story anyway. Well, in a nutshell.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
This guy's a bit of a strange fellow. He knows more than he's letting on.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter O'Dim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
The Man of Glass is an absolutely fantastic name to go by. That sounds like an awesome either superhero. Well, probably not a superhero. The Man of Glass doesn't exactly strike fair. Just drop him off a bit of a height and he'll break. But if you kill him, you get 7 years bad luck. That's his superpower.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
See, this guy hits me as the kind of guy who really loves his ballads and his stories and his heroes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking if I tell him it's about love, he might be a bit more amenable.
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Did he just mysteriously vanish from existence, you know? Like, Geralt is going to find Vesemir outside and be like, hey Vesemir, I just had the strangest conversation with a merchant inside that tavern. And then Vesemir is going to be like, Geralt, that tavern has been closed for 40 years. I'm just going to save my game, just in case it crashes again at any other point, which would be very annoying for me. We're saved. And we're doing a little happy jump too.
done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Okay, see, I really don't like these guys. So 3 against 1, you're brave, that would start a beatdown, which I like the idea of. That said, if we do back off, we should get experience points if it's a successful axis sign. Let's give it a shot.
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Of course no. You done nothing.
Horses work in witchcraft. Get him!
Very well then, if this is how you guys want to do it. Let me just, ow. Let me just beat the guy down. Hang on, stop, like, defending yourself and hiding and stuff. It's annoying. So we just axied that, guys.
Nice meeting you.
Look at that guy, he's just having a sit down. Roach, hola, hello. Excellent timing. Gentlemen, I shall see you all later. If and when you recover from that absolute beatdown. Freak. Did he just call me a freak? That was Geralt's response to just go purr. Chickens. By the way, where is it actually? We're just gonna go back up here for a second. The geese in this game, people. They're amazing. Yeah, this guy. Watch the way he, look at the way he runs. Let's make that guy run too.
Come on.
I don't know what it is about geese, but the way they run, I absolutely love it. It always makes me smile. Although it makes me think as well, if the plural of goose is geese, then shouldn't the plural of moose be meese? Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to check this out. Some of them give us quests. So the brother missing, the contract, devil by the well, and all these kind of things. We're just going to grab them all. So what they do is, if you grab these things, they'll add these little question marks to your map. Hang on, we know how to use a world map now, come on. So they'll add these kind of question marks to your map, as well as that they'll give you contracts on witcher hunts and everything like that. So they're always worth grabbing, and they do update it. So, you know, this is empty for now, but it will be updated later on. We've got a quest giver up there who will give us a mission. But what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to carry on with the main quest, Lilac and Gooseberries. And we're going to ask the Nilfgaardian commander about Yennefer of Vengerberg. Which always makes me think of, do you remember that song, the Venga Boys? It makes me think of that. Now there is another quest giver down here as well. A delightfully crazy woman. So we will get back to her as well a little later too.
Faster.
But for now we'll just carry on our path and meet up with the commander, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the whole Griffin storyline first. And that kind of brings you to a point where Geralt and Vesemir get ready to leave White Orchard. And then at that point, I'm going to do some of the side quests. I'm going to be doing anything that counts as a quest. I'm going to record. Obviously, if it's just something like the question marks, I might just give those a bit of a skip. But we'll see how we get on, you know. We'll see how where the mood takes us, because I want to show off as much of this game as I possibly can. The game, though, it's just up. Oh, animals. Yeah, well, we're going to leave those off for right now, because I'm still level 1. So we're going to carry on and level up a bit. And then we'll come back and sort out the
Emperor shall guide us straight
we'll sort out the bad peoples and the extra bits and whatnot. So we'll run on up here to the Nilfgaardian commander. Well, you know what, let me just save it up really quick now. I'll just save over that. Save often in games, especially big sprawling RPGs like this, which are unfortunately prone to crashing, but that's just because they're such big, impressive games.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Huh. You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
Too late. I am totally accustomed. Alright, in we go. Okay, so in this camp, right? Don't loot anything. They will attack you. They're very uncool about theft. I've learned this about these people. I've learned this about them the fun way. They will yell at you. They will murder you. That is what happens. That is what Nilfgaardians do. I suppose to give you all a bit of a background as well on this whole war that's going on at the moment. In The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, as the name implies, there were people, Witchers, about three, was it? Yeah, I think it was 3 Witchers, Letho and 2 others, that were going around killing off the kings in the northern kingdoms. So King Foltest being one of them, which Geralt got framed for. Get out of my way, please. There we go. And basically what they were trying to do by killing off the kings was to just sow chaos in the northern kingdoms, which they did quite successfully. And then Nilfgaard, which is a massive empire. It's kind of the Witcher's powerhouse, you know, they're what's the word I'm looking for? Superpower, like, you know, national superpower. Down in the south, they took advantage of the chaos to start invading and spread their borders. So they've taken over Temeria, which was under King Foltest's rule, and they just want to keep plowing north, basically, and take as much as they can, and give nothing back. Take that. Take that. So yeah, these things as well can be used to enhance your armor and your weapons. Well worth doing before you head off, whenever you get the chance, really, because it just gives you extra damage and whatnot. Yes. And everyone likes extra damage. Ah, looks like people were playing Gwent. I wonder if they encountered any crash errors. Which really is a shame, because I really do want to get into Gwent a lot more. It's a card game. Actually, I played it. It's a shame it crashed while I was recording, because I actually played it successfully last night, and it's actually really good fun. I did enjoy it. So yeah, like I said, hopefully CD Projekt Red will release a patch and they'll get that all patched up and whatnot. You know what, that's enough herb gathering. Let's just get on with the storyline. It's only so interesting watching a grown man going around picking flowers. Although these would look delightful at home.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Okay, I'm kind of talking to this guy by accident.
Morale holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad, as everyone knows, and we've an extraordinarily well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
I will indeed. Let's see what he's got. Okay, so he's got some good swords. That's a step up. That's a nice step up. A poker. Why would a military quartermaster be selling a poker? Steel. Silver sword and a massive improvement. So it cost me 257 spondulies. I don't have that many spondulies. He's got some Velen longsword. It's Miriam Pontiard. Oh, I was hoping he'd have a thingy. What was I gonna say? A diagram for that sword he had down there.
So long.
We'll pop back to him though.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
I really can't argue with that logic.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a Griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
Alright. I don't think we have much of a choice. We gotta progress the story, but I'm gonna ask some questions first.
Why do you care about this Griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this Griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
See, he actually seems like a... I know he's a Nilfgaardian, so therefore he is by default a bit of a dick, but he seems like an all-round okay guy.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the Griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the Griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the Griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Hang on, I'm calling bullshit. The guy says he has not yet mastered the common tongue, which is English, basically. I know people who speak English as their sole, primary, fluent language, and they don't know what an idiom is. So bullshit, that man is better at English than a lot of people I know.
Need more information about this Griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Okay, so that's pretty much all we're getting from
Tomira
this guy.
and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
Alrighty then. We're just gonna... So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start... We'll start with the hunter. That's what I'm thinking. Just gonna sprint our way on down this way. Whoop. Gonna plant... Not plant, we're gonna take the herb. I'm gonna start planting a garden in an Nilfgaardian camp. Once discovered, signposts allow you to travel directly from one location to another. Walk up to signpost and press X to fast travel. Okay. So what we can basically do is... So there's one objective we want to get to. So yeah, I suppose it makes more sense to just fast travel there. Although that really is just being lazy. Oh, this is a weird loading screen. I'm not loving it. I'm waiting for a crash or an error message or something to crop up. Woo! Okay. It literally looked like Geralt just time traveled. Oh, Rochinald, did you just come out of the water? And why are you naked? Where are you? Oh, there you are. was like, why are you naked? What were you doing? Were you skinny dipping again? Swear to God, people. Never get a horse. Nothing but trouble. Now, the reason why it's actually very beneficial to go see the hunter and the herbalist first is because, especially the herbalist, she's got some things that are very handy to have.
Run, Roach.
They're very handy to have for a later contract, which involves a noon wraith. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Thank you all for watching. I know it might not be the fastest moving series in the world, but that's the nature of The Witcher 3. It is gigantic. So do come back for more. I will be uploading more videos on my channel, of course. And yeah, just stay tuned and see what else I have in store. Thank you all for watching, you handsome bastards and classy ladies, and I will see you all in my next video.